Good morning. February 17th, 2011. Anyway, I've decided that I think that it's about high time I said something, excuse me, about this methamphetamine problem that's absolutely plagued not just the United States, but several other places. I guess primarily United States. That's what we're dealing with right now, talking about. I think the manufacturing of meth, over the years, it's evolved, and I think, in my opinion, I think it's evolved to the point that it should totally be taken off of the DEA's drug enforcement or the war on drugs list. It's turned into more of a, I guess you could say, a weapon of mass destruction. You're wondering where in the hell did I come up with that at? Well, if anybody can explain to me what the difference is between somebody out here cooking up a batch of this meth and putting it out for distribution, and somebody out here cooking up a batch of, say, some sort of a chemical bomb or anthrax, bioweapon, whatever, and throwing it out in, just throwing it to the four winds and see what happens. It's about the same difference. And nobody likes the Department of Homeland Security, but right now, or the Patriot Act, but right now we're kind of stuck with them. So I think it might be a pretty good idea if they was to put that as domestic terrorism, the manufacturing of methamphetamine. Because if anybody really, these guys that make it, they don't give a damn where it goes. It could end up somewhere out on the streets, in some park, somebody's home, in a school somewhere, be it junior high, high school, or grade school. It has been known to happen. And meth, I have never taken it. I have no desire to take it, but I've had people very close to me has got tied up with that. And I tell you what, once they take it, I mean, that's it. They got to have it. It's 100% first time hooked. I guess maybe on a very rare occasion somebody might take it and not be hooked, but I haven't heard of any myself personally. And we've all seen the reports on the news about meth, your local news. The national news really doesn't deal with it a whole lot unless they find a great big, couple of tons of it. They've stopped at the border or found in a boat somewhere trying to be imported into the United States. But anyway, as far as the domestic manufacturing of meth, it is a serious problem because they've got these deals now they call shake and bake. They can make the stuff driving down the road in a car. It's almost impossible for law enforcement to stop something like that. But in my opinion, if they was to classify that as domestic terrorism, rate it just like as bomb making, and you get caught doing it, I think it should be thrown up in the penalties that you'd be facing would be, execution. That's it. If you're convicted of it under our judicial system, I think they should just be taken out here, hung, lethal injection, shot, whatever the state's mandate. Now, I know that the federal government does not do capital punishment, but the military does. They have firing squads. Treason is one, I do believe, that is, it can be punishable by death. This domestic terrorism, bomb making and stuff, I don't know, I guess they just throw them in prison forever. But anyway, the fear of death, that puts people on notice, and if they know that they're making that stuff, they get caught, they get convicted of it, and they're going to get sent out here to the gallows. You watch just about how fast that problem declines. Meth, it's horrible. I could sit here and I could preach for 3 or 4 or 5 days, and I could never emphasize enough how bad that drug is. Uh, there's lots of documentaries on the internet about it. The lives it's destroyed, the lives it's taken, and it's not cute, it's not funny, and somebody may say, oh, you know, look at that guy or whoever it is that's making it, you know, oh, they have rights too. In my opinion, they threw their rights right out the window the very second that they concocted this stuff and threw it out there in the street. It's no different than they throw that out there on the street and somebody making a bomb similar as to a claymore, let's say that, like Claymore Mine, throwing it off in a theater. You're going to have some deaths, probably some deaths, a lot of people hurt and maimed. Tell me, anybody, explain to me really what the difference is. In my view, there is none. There is absolutely none. And I guess that's best about all I have to say on this subject without just keep repeating myself. I think the death penalty should be implemented in the manufacturing of and distribution of methamphetamine. And anyway, that's it. Have a nice day. Goodbye.